O Holy Night was written in France in 1847 by two men, one a winemaker who rarely went to church, and another who was an Orthodox Jew. The song was commissioned by a small parish priest for his congregation. Just 3 weeks after it was written, it was performed at a midnight mass on Christmas Eve. Initially, the song was wholeheartedly embraced by the church in France as the song began to make its way across the country. However, once church leaders began to find out that the song's creators were not a part of the Catholic Church, the song was denounced and deemed unfit for church services. Around the time of the Civil War, an American writer named John Sullivan Dwight introduced this song to America by publishing it in his magazine. He was an abolitionist and was moved by the lines in the third verse. "Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease." Those lines resonated with those in America who were waging war against slavery in the South. It quickly found favor and began to grow in popularity. In 1906, on Christmas Eve, Reginald Fessenden, 33-year-old university professor and former chemist for Thomas Edison, did something long thought impossible. Using a new type of generator, he spoke into a microphone, and for the first time in history, a man's voice was broadcast over the airwaves. Instead of the usual coded impulses, shocked radio operators on ships and amazed newspaper technicians across America heard his voice reading the Christmas story from the book of Luke. To many, this seemed as a miracle as people rushed to their communication devices. After the reading, Reginald picked up his violin and played "O Holy Night." It was the first song ever to be heard on the radio. Since that first time in a small church in 1847, "O Holy Night" has been sung millions of times in churches in every corner of the world. This extraordinary song that was birthed in controversy and carried a message of peace and united a nation still calls us to fall on our knees and evermore proclaim that Jesus Christ is Lord.